This is the More to Less podcast. Today, Super Bowl predictions, NFL season predictions.
Oh yeah.
So I think we should just start with the basic, the question that's burning in everybody's heart. Who's winning the Super Bowl? Who wants to go first? Jacob, why don't you go first? We'll work our way back over to me.
I'll go Eagles, Bengals.
Bengals. Okay. You got a prediction on the score? You want to just throw one out?
Yeah, sure. High scoring, 38-31, Philly.
Okay. I like it. That's the Super Bowl I'd watch. Mm-hmm. Eli, what you got?
I know Kansas City is going to be in there. You know, I can't count them out any longer. I've been trying the past few years. It just hasn't been working. You see, they're always there. God dang. But scroll down real quick. Let me see that real quick.
What you need? What you need?
Okay, yeah. So I got San Fran and the Chiefs.
Not Detroit?
Huh?
Not Detroit?
No, they're going to be in the playoffs. They're going to be in the playoffs. They might make it to the. I don't know. They're going to be in the playoffs for sure.
That's the best team in the NFC North.
On God it is.
But we'll get to that.
On God it is. Y'all know. Detroit. Score. I think it's going to be a high-scoring game.
With San Fran involved?
Mr. Purdy?
I'm thinking 28-24 Chiefs.
Okay. Damn. I do not want to see another Chiefs Super Bowl.
Hey,
Yeah,
it's hard to not. You know, you see what they've been doing. The script was against them last season, and they still won. He said we were supposed to be rebuilding.
Go Philly winning. And then, actually, I think we're going to get a Philly-Kansas City matchup again.
I would like to see that, but a dub.
Yeah, well, I mean, we won last.
I want to beat Andy Reid in a Super Bowl.
We already won that. We won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, of course.
We won a Super
Bowl
already. So yeah, Kansas City Eagles. I'm actually gonna go. I think it's gonna be a little bit higher this time. No, actually, no. Yeah. Actually, I think I'm gonna go lower. I think it's gonna be 24-17.
Yeah, I mean that was
24. I'm gonna go 24-20.
Okay.
24-20.
That was almost one of the best Super Bowls of all time. Until it got ruined. But
Yeah.
Go watch our other video for that. But let's get.
We'll include a link for it.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
In the description. Let's get to record predictions.
Yeah.
Records. Let's get to it.
Yeah, let's start out with the AFC East.
I'm gonna start with the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bill.
Okay.
So
13-3 last season.
4. 13-4. Oh no, you're right because they didn't play a game. Yeah, I forgot
They didn't
about that.
finish a
Sorry.
game.
Yeah.
We're not going to talk about that.
Yeah.
We don't need to talk about it.
You can watch our other video. You can watch the other
we're
video.
on it.
Link in the description.
Covered all bases.
Yeah, I think the Bills are going to be taking a step back.
I can see that because I want to see other teams take a step forward. Right.
Well, I just don't think that. I don't think the Bills are that good.
They're not.
They weren't that good last year.
They get way too much hype. I'm gonna say
they started off like 6-1.
probably.
They're not starting off 6-1 again.
If you go and watch any of these other YouTube predictions, they all got the Bills in the Super Bowl. The Bills are not making it past the first round of the playoffs. Nope. The Patriots are going to be better this year. I think the Bills are going to be just above 500 is my guess.
Just above 500.
That's funny because I was going to go like 9-8.
Yeah, 9-8. That's my prediction. Yeah.
I was going to go like 10-7, 11-6.
Yeah.
All right. Okay.
I'd say that's fair.
Yeah. Moving on. Another team in their division, the Dolphins.
Dolphins.
Stacked.
Yeah.
That's a good team.
They have a chance to do pretty well this season.
Mm-hmm.
What are they? What's their schedule looking like? Who they got going?
So they have, what do they have? The second place schedule in their division, I believe. So they'll be playing some tough teams.
I'm not gonna lie.
They got
10 I'm gonna go 10-7.
Yeah.
Because they're not beating us. Miami's not taking us.
I'm gonna keep them at 9-8. I'm gonna keep them at 9-8.
I'm gonna go 12-5 for Miami.
12-5.
I think they're gonna be the best team in that division, and they're good as long as Tua stays healthy, doesn't get another concussion.
I did play it.
I don't think Tua is that great of a quarterback, but he's okay. He's good enough.
You think he can recover from that completely?
We'll see. We'll see.
We'll see indeed.
It's more of like a mental recovery.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
But when he's playing,
Psychological
Tyreek and Jalen Waddle, their run game was halfway decent too. Their defense was halfway decent. They're a good team. I wouldn't want to play the Dolphins in the playoffs.
Who's coming up next? The
New England
Pats?
Patriots, yeah.
Ooh, okay. Team that nobody's really a fan of unless you're a New England fan.
Honestly, I don't see them changing all too much. You know, they were 8-9, and maybe 9-8, maybe 10-7. I don't know, but hey.
See, I was actually going to go that they were going to be the worst team in their conference.
This is a tough conference, but I do think they
Jets
probably will be the worst team in their conference.
I mean, I think that the Jets are going to get like that first season boost when you get like a new star player that happens. You know, the majority of the time, like 70% of the time, you get that jump, and I think they're going to have that. And like, let's face it, I think the Jets have been viewed as a pushover for a long time, and now they're finally not. So now the question is like, when you're looking at your schedule, Jets aren't pushover games anymore.
Right.
So all of a sudden you got to play differently, and especially if your Jets are smack dab between two tough games, that's one that you might end up taking an L on.
Mm-hmm. To finish on the Patriots, I'd say 10-7. High end, reason being, Bill Belichick is still the head coach. Last year they had Matt Patricia. He's on the Eagles now. He's a scrub, but he was a defensive coordinator, and they had him calling the offensive plays. So they had the worst offense to watch last year. Just boring. Mac Jones is okay, but I think they'll win some games. But then getting to the New York Jets, that's a bad man playing quarterback.
I think the Pats are going to go like 9-8.
Okay.
For the Jets, see now that's a tough one. I was actually going to go 12-5 for the Jets, just because I was
thinking high end too.
I mean, like
The Jets were
11-6,
good last year.
12-5. Yeah,
And then they fell apart at the end of the year.
That's what I was saying. Yeah.
But they had Zach Wilson, and then I don't even remember who the other dude was. They had scrubs at quarterback last year.
So I mean, 12-5,
Joe Flacco
11-6.
played a couple games.
So, what do you got?
I agree. 12-5. That's what I was thinking.
12-5,
Aaron Rodgers, I think he's a tad bit overrated now, but he's still a dog. Like, he can still make all the throws. And the Packers were kind of a shit show last year. Just the whole organization. But we'll get to that. And Rodgers is reporting to off-season workouts and non-mandatory training camps. So,
Okay.
Yeah, Detroit got him up out of there.
Yeah.
He was torturing us for a very long time. I'm glad he's gone.
Baltimore. Okay, now that's a tough one.
I think they're gonna be worse than they were last year. I'm seeing them at 8-9, 9-8.
Yeah.
See, I was gonna go 10-7.
10-7. I guess
They could.
I mean,
thinking along these lines.
Lamar's a guy.
I'm thinking
Lamar's a
9-8.
guy who could get it done.
No, he's not. He's a guy he can get it done when he plays. He's going to get injured, so he's going to miss at least 4 games. So, but Lamar's a dog. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah, when he's playing, when he's healthy, when he's there, his mind is in the game.
You said 9-8, right?
Yeah, I did say 9-8.
I got one more win than him. You're acting like mine's a crazy prediction. They're not getting to double-digit wins.
No, I'm not. I'm just
Baltimore couldn't get to 10. What are you
think-
talking about? You're crazy.
No.
That side of the table is
8-9,
nuts.
8-9, 9-8, whatever.
I don't think Lamar is worth the money they paid him.
Okay, but like a 10-7 record's not like
That's not
out of the
bad,
question for
Yeah.
Baltimore.
But the thing
I
is,
went
they
12-5,
got some stiff competition. So the Bengals are going to be back, which is coming up next. I don't know, 13-4 for the Bengals.
All right,
They're gonna be a powerhouse
Yeah,
again.
I was gonna go 13-4 for the Bengals
Yeah.
too. The Browns. You at
Yeah,
13-4
sorry, for the
too?
Bengals.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean Joey
Okay,
B's
that's
a
what I
beast.
thought you were. The Browns.
Browns. Don't they have a?
They're joke. Deshaun Watson,
Oh,
They're
geez.
like 6
overrated,
and 11.
overpaid. Deshaun Watson.
I can
6 and
see
11.
6-11, 5-12. I can see 4 and 13 in their future, honestly. But
Yeah, 5. It'd be
5-12.
Yeah, 5-12.
Cleveland's
yeah.
the new Detroit.
Yeah.
Cleveland's the-
Dude, Deshaun Watson
they
played
did-
a little
they
bit
did
last
the
year. He
0-6
still sucked.
They did the 0-16 before us.
Yeah, but you guys
After.
were like you guys.
Before. I don't know.
They did it before. Because we had ours in 2007, 2008.
They came after them.
Huh?
The Browns came after them. It was after that.
Oh really?
That
Oh,
year
okay.
at least. I don't know for sure if it was
Or
before
haven't
after
they had
Detroit, but
multiple
it was after.
seasons? multiple
Probably.
zero
The Browns. Either way, the Browns aren't going to the Super Bowl.
They're not going to the
We can
playoffs.
state that. Yeah, playoffs are
I
out
don't
of the
think
picture.
their record really matters.
Pittsburgh is a team that might make the playoffs.
I think Pittsburgh will have a better record than Baltimore. Kenny Pickett's on the. Kenny Pickett can play, and Mike Tomlin always coaches the boys up.
Mike
So-
Tomlin is a good. I mean,
He's a good
Mike
coach.
Tomlin's
he's
a good
been
coach.
doing his thing for a while, so it's
He's never had a record under 500, and the Steelers were that close to somehow making the playoffs last year, out of nowhere. And once again, Kenny Pickett can play.
They still got
I was gonna go
Najee
11-7.
Harris running game is
Beast.
gonna stay solid.
I was gonna say 11-6.
And who's that? Who's
6.
that wide receiver they have? I can't remember his name.
George Pickens or Deontay Johnson.
Both of those guys. But I was thinking of Pickens. But yeah, both of them are really good.
Yeah.
So be on the lookout for Pittsburgh. I hate the Steelers, but I think they're going to be the second best team in that division. What are we going with? I'm going to say 11-6. 11-6.
Saying like 10-7, 11-6.
Yeah.
Houston Texans.
Oh, C.J. Stroud.
I don't see the Houston Texans doing much.
In that division, I mean,
it's a weak division, but what are they?
I think they probably.
Like you pull up
I
that
don't
schedule, I guarantee you they're not.
Let's see.
They are
I mean,
not.
every team they play is probably going to be better than them. I mean, they start with
Right.
Baltimore, Indies.
Baltimore.
Jacksonville's the only good team in that division.
Pittsburgh, Atlanta, New Orleans. Yeah.
They end up in a shootout with New Orleans.
I mean,
They're
they
losing
could beat Tampa Bay. Carolina's probably not. I mean, they
They're
have
not
Bryce
beating
Young.
Cincy. They could beat Arizona.
Yeah.
It's because Arizona sucks. But they're
They could
losing
beat
in New
Denver.
York.
Take Denver. Take Tennessee. Cleveland. Tennessee again. I mean, that's this division. Other than Jacksonville, their wins are all going to come from each other.
Right. So
You saying like 5-12?
I think it's going to be like 7-10.
that's what I was
Okay.
thinking.
5.
I was gonna go 7-10.
Okay. Fair enough.
Then you got
Colts,
the Colts. Gardner
3-14.
Minshew Gardner Minshew is the
3-14.
starting quarterback for the Colts right now. I'm hoping Anthony Richardson will take that spot because I don't. What is the point of drafting a quarterback? I think he was the 4th overall pick. What's the point of drafting a quarterback in the first round? Just to
Yeah.
let him sit behind Gardner Minshew. It's not like
Right.
it's not like Aaron Rodgers sitting behind Brett Favre.
Right.
This is Gardner Minshew. Okay.
Yeah. So 3-14.
I think the Colts are
I'll
going to
give them
suck.
a low
I'm down with
record.
like 4.
I don't know.
4.
They
13,
could win 2 games for
whatever
all
you
I give
said.
a fuck
3 and
about.
4.
I don't give a shit. Fuck.
Oh.
Yeah, don't
All right.
don't expect
Colts.
much from the Colts.
I'm not. Fuck Indiana.
Now the Jacksonville Jaguars, on the
That's a
other
different
hand,
team, yeah.
that's a
That's
a
different.
Super Bowl
Obviously,
contender
they're
right
coming
there.
out of-
I was gonna go like 11-6, 12-5.
Yeah,
12-5
I don't think they'll have some
is what I
power.
was
12-5, but then I was like,
Where's Tennessee?
I don't think they'll have some powerhouse record, Jacksonville, but I think they're going to be a team who could beat anybody, and also a team who can lose to anybody. They're not like I don't think they're going to have any consistency, but yeah, they'll go like 11-6. 12-5, and they'll make the playoffs. And like they gave the Chiefs a run for their money last year. They beat the Chargers after being down, I think 28-0, something in the first
oh yeah,
round.
that
Remember
crazy.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah. So Jacksonville makes some noise. Watch out for Jacksonville. 11-6 for Jacksonville. Eli,
Tennessee.
What do you think about Jacksonville?
Oh yeah, you didn't give your shit.
I didn't. I thought I said 12. I thought I said 12.
You might have. I just-
12-5. Okay.
Yeah, 12.
Tennessee.
Tennessee, their rank has jumped down from 6 all the way down to 28.
I know. I was thinking about it, and I was thinking like probably 9-8.
They said that they're getting a whole new offensive line.
I mean, okay.
You know,
Good for Derrick Henry, but how many times do I have to say it? Running backs don't
Exactly.
win Super Bowls?
Yeah,
And especially when you give A.J. Brown away for chump change,
Unfortunately.
and you have a mediocre
So, yeah,
quarterback.
I can give them I think they'll be similar to 7-10.
Yeah,
7-10.
I'm with that. 7-10. Lock it in.
6-11, 7-10.
Denver. I think Denver's gonna
Denver.
suck again next year.
Yeah.
They got Sean Payton.
Fuck their quarterback first. They're gonna suck.
I don't believe in Russell Wilson.
I don't.
I was
believe in
gonna
Russell.
say like
Future son?
this is a quarterback. Okay,
still
we don't
say
need.
Russell Wilson.
Yeah, all right.
I'm gonna say
Dude.
that every single time this nigga Russell Wilson
So-
is brought up, man.
so-
I can't believe that, dog.
I mean, like it's a quarterback league. If you have a quarterback like that, do you really have a lot of possibilities
Hey,
in your
let's
future?
ride. Let's ride. Remember that? Broncos country. let's ride. After every
Oh,
press
yeah.
conference, after every
Yeah,
ass
yeah,
beating they took last
yeah,
year.
Let's ride. I know exactly what you're talking about. That's funny.
And also, they're in a really, really tough division.
Yeah,
I could see them going
they're gonna
4
ride
and
to
13.
4-13.
I don't.
4-13.
I don't see Sean Payton allowing that to happen. I think he's a good coach. I don't think he's good enough to get him to the playoffs.
6 and 11.
I was 7 and 10, 7 and 10, 8 and 9, somewhere around there.
Kansas City.
I mean, come on.
They might.
I think Kansas City's probably going to go like 13 and 4.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 12.
4, I was gonna say 14.
I was gonna say 12 and 5.
14.
The Raiders. Oh,
Jimmy G.
look, man.
Garoppolo,
Okay,
your man.
I like the Raiders.
Your man.
I like the
Jimmy,
Raiders.
baby.
Four-star Jimmy.
I like the Raiders. So it's a tough one.
That's Stephen A's name for Jimmy
Oh,
G.
I like Josh Jacobs too.
He's a beast. I think he's still on the team.
I
Pretty
think
sure.
I was gonna say I'm
But
pretty
Devontae
sure.
Adams,
Yeah,
Derek Carr's gone, Jimmy G's in, which I didn't understand that move. I feel like that's a lateral move.
yeah, I didn't.
And Derek Carr already had chemistry with the guys.
Right,
Derek
that's
Carr
what I thought.
led
Yeah,
black and silver.
yeah.
Yeah.
So it was a weird choice. Probably 10 and 7, 9 and 8.
9 and
around
8.
there.
9 and 8, but like
They also
they're gonna-
skate by.
they're
at
gonna
9
make
and
it
8.
so close. Like their
A lot
playoff,
of close games and shit.
they're gonna have to like win like their final 1 or 2 games to make the playoffs.
type shit.
Yeah,
That's fair.
they're not gonna run
That's
away
fair.
with anything.
We got the Chargers.
The most overrated quarterback in the league. He's good. People put him up there with Patrick Mahomes, Josh Allen, who I also don't think should be up there. But people like anytime you hear quarterback conversations, it's Patrick Mahomes, Aaron Rodgers, was Tom Brady, Justin Herbert, Trevor Lawrence. Did I say Mahomes, Josh Allen? And like they skip over Hurts, but they make sure to put Justin Herbert up there,
Right.
which I
Type
don't
shit.
understand because he's been. I mean, what we saw what he did in the playoffs.
I think they're going to be a
And
regular.
he can't win in the playoffs
They're
yet.
going to be a good team.
They'll be
Not
good.
a championship team.
Yeah.
So I would say 11-6.
Yeah, 11. I'm down with that.
6.
Maybe
Yeah,
make the
11 to
second.
6 is mine.
Maybe make the second round of the playoffs.
Lose.
That's their cap though.
Yeah, that don't.
Ooh, okay.
Keenan Allen will stay healthy.
Oh, you're going back to the top. Okay.
Yeah, that was all
Dallas
of the AFC.
Cowboys.
Yeah, on to the NFC. NFC East.
NFC.
The
My
Dallas
boys.
Cowboys.
Bro.
I think they're gonna go 0-17.
You guys
to be
know
honest
how I
with you, the
feel
Dallas
about
Cowboys
America's
are a
football team.
terrible organization. They have absolutely no talent.
Hey man.
Classless fans. I'm just kidding. But to be honest, I think Dallas is gonna give us one of those like seasons that we hate.
It'll be a
where they're
Dallas
good,
here.
exactly,
I'm a
exactly.
new
They're
Media's
be
gonna
good
hype them
all
up.
year,
Look,
right.
I'm a new fan to the NFL.
Just for them to
And
make the second round.
I came in
Maybe not even make the
before being an Eagles fan. I came into the NFL like not liking Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before I was an Eagles fan, I didn't like.
some bizarre thing like I was a Cowboys fan first. I might
No,
have had
no.
to jab you. In the,
No, because it's like
You know?
they're one of those fans that like they have fans all over, and they're like fans for no reason. Like if your fandom starts because they're good, then like you're a bandwagon fan because you. Then your
Yes.
opinion's gonna change later on when
Des
somebody else
Bryant.
is better.
Exactly.
America's team.
America's team.
Not my
Nah,
team.
I mean,
Yeah, no.
yeah, I'm not American then, I guess.
But I think they're gonna go probably 12-5.
They'll
It's
be good.
all fine,
They'll be good.
yeah.
We play them twice as we do every year. They'll give us a run for our money. Probably both
They
games.
may even go 13, man. Hey,
We might be going to watch one of them
13-4.
in the link.
probably.
The Dallas Cowboys talk. The hype will really ramp up. Beginning, middle of the season. Towards the end of the season, they're going to fall apart. They're going to collapse. Everything,
Like they
anything, and
always
everything
do.
that could go wrong will go wrong.
What did Stephen
Are you
A.
guys
Smith
gonna go
say?
to
I'm not going to argue with you about this. I know Dallas will prove my point for me later in the season.
How about them Cowboys? Skip Bayless always pounding the desk. You ever see that shit? God, it's
Are
so
you guys
annoying.
going to go to another game?
Yeah, in Philly.
We're trying to get to the. We're thinking about doing the Dallas game in Philly.
Live stream? I mean, vlog?
Of course.
Yeah,
Of
we
course.
definitely have some content created from it.
It's in
We
November.
haven't decided
The one
we
in
haven't
Philly.
decided on the game yet. Obviously, we got to look at when we're free and stuff. But
You know, I'll be
we'll plan it out. We're gonna get some content and everything for the channel. So I got them at like 12-5.
So
Yeah.
I'm down
Yeah,
with 12 and 5. 12 and 5.
5, 13, 4.
We got
Doesn't
the
make,
New
they don't
York-
make it past the first round of the playoffs.
We got the New York Giants
The G-Men.
next.
They're terrible.
Yeah, I don't think
People bought into
think-
the New York Giant train so hard last year.
I'm gonna
Daniel
go
Jones
8 and
is
9.
Terrible.
Daniel
I'm gonna go 6-11.
6-11.
Yeah, they're gonna take a big step back.
I was saving that one for the Washington Commanders.
8-9 was a safe bet for me. You know, we've been wrong a lot on here. So
Next team up is gonna be the best team in the NFL, the greatest team.
Yes, sir.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
Detroit is in the NFC North.
It's all right, buddy. Oh no.
Detroit is in the NFC
Okay.
North. What do you?
Yep, we know.
We haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, 5-12 Detroit. 5-12 in
We're
Detroit.
still in the
5-12
East,
Detroit.
yeah.
Yeah.
We're still in.
Right. Yep.
Nah,
I think
Philly-
I think Philly's going 14-3.
14-3. I wouldn't be surprised if they drop down to 12-5.
I'm gonna meet you guys in the middle. I've been saying 13-4.
Okay.
I can see 13-4. Actually,
Yeah.
I think that's a little bit more realistic. I'm going to go 13-4.
Because you got to think we're the 1 seed in our division, so we're gonna have the 1 seed schedule this year, and we're the NFC champs, so the people are gonna be coming for us.
Right.
But I tell you what, we're not gonna lose in the fashion that we lost to the Washington Redskins last year, and that's right, I said it. We're not gonna lose to Taylor Heineke.
Yeah.
I say you guys put your focus on that game and lose the game following. Who do you guys have after the?
I don't think so. They don't got Taylor Heineke anymore.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
So,
Sliding for a roughing the passer
Right.
call, get it out of my face.
and it's like I don't think Washington stands.
That's
They didn't
the
stand a
cheapest
chance
play I've
last
ever
year,
seen.
The cheapest player.
right? But 6-11 for the Commanders.
Nah.
3-14 for the
Y'all
Commanders.
tripping. This is a 15-2 team right here.
Sam
This is a
Howell's our
15
quarterback.
This is a 15-2
Oh,
team
right.
here.
Moving on.
This
The
is a
Chicago
15
Bears.
They didn't even think to get a quarterback.
The
They said, let's just make our third string quarterback from last year and make him our starter
Jesus.
for this year.
The
13 or
Chicago
3-14.
Bears.
Nah, they
Trash.
6-11,
6-11.
and we wanted that.
When-
I like Justin
when you
Fields.
were like-
Justin Fields will put some.
When you said C.J. Stroud for the Texans, I was like, how have OSU quarterbacks worked out for every NFL team that's drafted one of them? How did Troy Smith go? How
Exactly.
did
I say they
Terrell
get a little
Pryor
better.
go.
They may go 5-12.
how did Justin
I was
Barrett,
gonna say 6-11, but yeah.
5-12, 6-11.
They're not gonna have a
JT
defense.
Barrett or whatever his name was?
JT
Like
What's-
at
what's-
this
what's
point,
the big
like you
dude's
should
name?
just
Cardell
know.
Jones.
Cardell, yeah.
Yeah, you should just know at this point, like if you draft an OSU quarterback, you're not drafting a quarterback.
If you draft an OSU D lineman, you're gonna get a great player out of him. But
Facts.
the quarterbacks, yeah, let's just leave the offense to the.
Right now, it's looking like you should head to the SEC if you want a quarterback.
Hey.
Yeah. But Justin Fields, he might break the record for sacks taken in a single season if he can stay healthy.
Come on,
They're going to be bad.
talk about Detroit.
Here we go.
Detroit.
We didn't give
Yeah.
our we didn't give
This
our
is a-
Chicago.
Oh, sorry. 5-12.
Oh yeah, I said 5-12.
5-12.
5-12.
We're over here too. All right, Detroit Lions.
Detroit Lions. This
You
is
can go
going to be.
first.
This is going to be a 17-0 team. This is going to be a 17-0 team, not losing the game. All right, let me be realistic now. All right, I see them breaking through and getting 10, 11, 10-7 or 11-6. I want to say 11-6, but I have to be realistic.
It is Detroit. They're gonna let you down.
I know, and it sucks.
That's the unfortunate
It
part.
sucks. It
I
sucks.
do.
It
I
sucks.
root
It
for you
sucks.
guys. You guys
But
have drafted some of my favorite players.
They had a really, really good second half of the season.
Mm-hmm.
They had me in the first half. Good Lord, they had me in the first half. But in the second half of the season, they really turned it around. I think they went 1-6 in the first few, and then they went 6-1 in the remaining 7 games, and then all the other games and whatnot, the ones that actually matter towards the playoffs. Getting Aaron Rodgers, sending him all the way to New York.
That was crazy how – because I remember Detroit, I can't remember who needed to lose for that game to mean something.
Yeah,
But the fact that, like, they were eliminated from the playoffs, that was the last game of the year, and they still win and sent A-Rod home.
Yeah. We could have given them the game so the Green Bay can get into the playoffs. Hell no. You've been torturing us for a while. It's time to get our get back. Send his ass to New York.
Facts.
Right,
Detroit's winning the NFC North this year. They're going to go 11-6. The Vikings are going to fall off. We're about to get to them. The Packers are going to fall off. We're also about to get to them. That's
Packers
Detroit's.
might be
This is Detroit's
7.
year. If it's ever been Detroit's year, this is Detroit's year.
11-6.
Yeah, I was gonna give you guys the benefit of the doubt. I mean, especially since you got the Bears.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Some easy dubs right there.
And then the Packers, Jordan Love.
Jordan who?
Don't scare me.
I can see the Packers at
I'm sorry.
7
Jordan
10,
who?
6 and 11.
Jordan Poole?
Jordan Poole.
We're not talking about the NBA right now. Jordan who? Yeah, scared of Green Bay. Not a chance.
Yeah, so I see them at 11-11.
11-6.
No, 6-11.
We can skip over Green Bay. They're gonna go 4-13.
I'll go 8-9 for Green Bay.
Fuck no. I don't see Green Bay doing that well. I'm gonna go 6-11 for Green Bay.
Minnesota. They'll be
I
okay.
give them 10-7.
I can see that. 10-7, 9-8.
They're always frauds.
I'm gonna give them 8-9.
This is gonna be after they start the season like 4-0 or 5-0.
I don't remember what their record
They're gonna start
was.
like 4-1,
doing that.
lose
Last
game
season,
3
they
or
were
some
like,
shit.
They were like 10-2 at one point. I think they finished the season with a negative point differential too. But they had a great record and had like a negative point differential. Because all the games they won were by like 1 to 3 points, and the games they lost, they got smacked.
Right. So
And they lost to the Giants in the playoffs.
yeah, Vikings 10-7.
Yeah, I'm down with that. 10-7 for the Vikings.
No, I said 8-9.
Okay.
I said 8-9.
Ooh,
I said
okay.
8-9.
All right.
I
So
said
Lions
8-9.
running away with the division.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
For sure. You know,
Atlanta. Also, weak division here. You got Atlanta, Carolina, New Orleans, and Tampa Bay. It's just might be the worst division in pro football.
Desmond Ritter, is Atlanta's quarterback. Who? Exactly.
Who?
Yeah.
What's his name?
Desmond Ritter.
Oh, you didn't need to repeat it.
Yeah. Yeah. He was a
Still
rookie.
don't
He was
know
a
him.
rookie last year.
Still don't
So
know
like,
him.
if this tells you anything, he was Marcus Mariota's backup to start the year last year.
There's a backup to Marcus Mariota.
Exactly.
It gets worse. Yeah,
I don't
So
know.
yeah, I mean this is a 5-12.
Yep.
This is a 5-12
Yep.
franchise right here. Carolina's up next.
I see
They're
them
probably gonna
somewhere.
fare better than Atlanta is.
Bryce Young. I think
7-10.
Bryce Young will be okay. I think the Carolina could beat up
Actually,
on the
no,
division.
because they were a sneaky team last year.
They could.
I could see them walking away
9-8 winning the division.
9-8.
Yeah.
Yeah, once again being a terrible division to just best of the worst coming out of the NFC South.
New Orleans.
I should have
wasn't
prepared
showing
myself
us
more
too
on this one.
much.
I don't know who the New Orleans Saints quarterback is.
Probably another who?
Like,
Was it
I mean,
it's not-
so wait, hold on.
oh, that's right.
Derek Carr.
Okay, I forgot about that.
Wait, what was where you guys going with Carolina?
I said 9-8.
Well, yeah, 9-8.
9-8? Oh, I don't know. Man. Probably 7-10.
See, that's more what I'm thinking for New
I see
Orleans.
New Orleans walking away with that with a 10-7.
You want
Yeah.
to flip that? Interesting.
Because
Because I was gonna have New Orleans. At,
I mean,
I was gonna have them at 8-9. Honestly.
I'll say this: Kamara won't be able to carry Derek Carr to the playoffs. Derek Carr is okay. He's very inconsistent. I'm
Michael
gonna go
Thomas?
7-10. He's always
Thomas?
injured, man. He
That's
didn't
true.
play all of 2 years ago. He didn't play. He played like 2 games last year.
That's an OSU receiver.
Yeah, he's a dog when he plays, but he's just getting old.
all right.
But yeah, I'm not.
We'll see who's right.
Yeah.
Tampa.
You said what for the Saints? I'm sorry.
10-7.
7-7.
I said 8-9.
Okay, I said 7-10. Tampa Bay is gonna be terrible. 2-15. Baker Mayfield at quarterback. No,
I'm
no
not
chance.
gonna lie, that might be accurate.
Damn.
That might
I'm
be
gonna give
accurate.
them something different. I'm gonna say.
4-13.
I was gonna say
You can double their
12
wins.
and 1. They get
4-12
a tie
and 1?
somewhere.
There we go, yeah, you got it.
They get a tie somewhere.
Oh yeah, we haven't had anybody have a tie yet.
Hey, there we go.
I'm not gonna lie, Tampa Bay might be the team that pulls away with a tie.
Can you imagine going from Tom Brady to Baker Mayfield?
don't
to
even talk
fans
about it.
of the organization. That is terrible.
Especially if you're old enough to remember when you guys went all the way to the Super Bowl.
Just a couple years ago.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm
there's
talking
some,
about like you watched your team go to the Super Bowl back in the what was
No,
that?
early, with John Gruden.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then you watch them get Tom Brady go back to the Super Bowl, and now you got Baker Mayfield, and you're like, "Yep, this is the early 2010s again." I can definitely see my program sucking. Yeah. So I mean,
when Jameis led the league in touchdown passes with like 30 touchdown passes, but had 31 picks.
31 is interceptions. Yeah. Yeah. How do you
so yeah, I mean,
Let's get this W.
I'll go 3-13
Run
and
that
1.
clip.
They're gonna be terrible.
Run that clip. Let's get this W.
God, I don't even know how he did that. Was it this? Like
Yeah.
Yeah. licking his chops? God.
Worst pregame speech of all time.
Hey, Arizona. I don't
Woo.
see them. I see them.
You want to talk about a 1-win team, 2-win team right
them
there,
winning
Arizona.
too.
When you have to get your high-paid quarterback.
Yeah, is there a new COD coming out in the next few months? Because if
I would
so,
be
they're in
worried.
trouble.
Like, I would rather have Ricky Williams smoke a pot as my running back than Kyler Murray playing Call of Duty all the freaking time.
Maybe they go 3-14.
Like, why'd you make it all the way to the NFL just to try and get on an esports team?
Because Kyler Murray thinks he can just run around and do whatever.
Maybe you should try to get a winning season.
Johnny Manziel, dude.
Yeah.
Has he had a winning season yet? Get a winning season. You can do that if you're winning.
He's had a winning
12
season,
games
but he's
season.
never done anything.
What was the record though?
I think it was something like that. Like
was it 9-8?
No, they had like a really good record. I
Was
think
it
they got
his
bounced
first
first round of the playoffs. It was a couple years ago.
It's not important. They suck. They're
He's-
probably
They
gonna
got-
suck
they
this
had
year.
a nice
I'm gonna go 2-15.
JJ Watt.
I'm
Yeah,
gonna
they
go
had a great
2-15.
team,
Yeah, he
actually.
retired, but yeah.
They had a great
I mean,
team.
they had Hopkins.
Yup.
Yeah, he's on the move.
Out of there.
2-15.
2-15. I see 3-14, 4-12.
LA Rams. Well, I didn't get my. I don't know. 4-13. I'm down with that. 4-13 for the Cardinals. LA Rams.
LA. Hey,
Stafford's back. Your
you
boy.
see it. Matt's back, and he's not gonna let that shit happen again. All right. He apologizes.
10-7.
I know Matthew Stafford
Isn't
All
gonna
right.
do much this season.
All right, y'all need to stop playing. All right, y'all need to stop playing.
Stop playing Matthew Stafford. Yes.
8-9 for the Rams.
9, and I'll give him 9-8, 9-8, 10.
Wow, I gave your
10
boy
and 7.
Matt the best record. You couldn't even come up to 10-7. It took you second. You had to second guess yourself. I gave you.
Didn't you say 7? I thought you said 7-10.
No, I said 10-7.
Oh, no. I thought you said. I swear to God, I thought you said 7-10. Okay, no, yeah, 10-7. 10-7 is solid. You know, they were 5-12 last year with his bullshit. So, 10-7 is solid. And then didn't they get Baker Mayfield at one point?
Yeah,
They
yeah.
have him
He got
Sunday.
cut.
We
He got cut
we
from the
do
Panthers.
not
He
need to
flew
talk
in.
about that.
Yeah. He
San
won one
Fran.
game and then everyone went nuts acting like Baker.
OBJ was
and then
there briefly.
Baker's back. Yeah.
Baker was there briefly. OBJ was there briefly.
OBJ, he's on. We didn't even mention it. He signed with Baltimore. I forgot about that.
That's because it doesn't matter.
Yeah, he's washed.
He's not
He
gonna
had
play
one good
against
catch and has made millions off of it.
Yeah, I know. He's never been amongst the top 10 in my book.
Maybe that one season.
I had people argue with me that he was better than Julio Jones. I'm talking like in their primes.
Whoa.
Julio Jones is the best receiver we've seen in the past like 10 years.
Hold on.
This is within the 10 years.
I don't think so.
I thought he retired before I graduated.
I think he retired like in 2012.
Yeah,
2012
like
and
right
2013,
before I graduated.
Something like that. But I'm taking Julio Jones over Calvin Johnson.
I don't know if I can. Well,
I mean, they're both.
I'm a Detroit guy. So
I'm not saying
naturally, naturally I
I'ma
can't
put it
get
like
behind
this.
that. But if, you know.
Do they say who do they say putting a third string on an island with? It's Julio. Put a third string on an island with Julio? What are you doing? What are you doing? We saw who was the best. What happened when Carolina tried to put some scrub on Julio Jones? He had what, 300 receiving yards in a game?
Julio's a beast, man.
First of all, some
Did we
teams
see-
don't get 300
did we
receiving yards in a
see-
game.
Did we see a scrub on Calvin Johnson, or did we see multiple people on Calvin Johnson? We saw like 3-4
It's,
people
I mean,
on Calvin Johnson.
I'm not disrespecting Calvin.
Hey, yeah, you're right.
Same goes for Julio.
Oh, I love Megatron. I told you. Look, I hate Matthew Stafford because of Megatron.
Megatron's.
Yeah, let me just throw a ball for you to go up in
Yes,
triple coverage.
absolutely.
I
And
told you,
body.
you just throw that thing and make Calvin Johnson go chase it. And
Yeah.
then everybody's like, look at all the passing yards he had. Oh, yeah, because he was playing pitch and catch with frickin' Calvin Johnson. Of course he can have a couple thousand passing yards. I could.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Come on.
Fair enough. You got this freak of nature, DK Metcalf's dad, just running up and grabbing everything out the air. You got 4 niggas looking around at each other like, what do you want me to do?
Coach, I'm not stopping that.
Coach, you got him.
That guy's tall
Shout
as
out
hell.
RDC. Coach, you got him. You get in.
Tall as hell. He's fast as shit.
You say do this, you do it.
He's bigger than me, faster than me, stronger than me.
Where's your Super Bowl?
I'm not guarding him.
All right.
San Fran, I see them being a really good team. I maybe say that they go 14-3.
Oh, okay. Wow,
Yeah.
that's big time.
That's also why he had him in the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Makes sense. Yeah, makes sense for the pick.
You know, I see them being a really good
12-5.
12
I was
12
gonna-
5, 11 and 6.
11 and 6
They're
is what I
not
was gonna
winning
say.
over 12 games.
Debo Samuel can only carry you so far. Brock Purdy was a fluke. I'm telling you. The dude is not good.
And just heaven forbid they run into Philly again.
Yeah, take him out first quarter.
They just got a really good defense.
And all you
We
Niners
heard
fans,
two quarterbacks
don't
in the first
I'm
half.
sick of these Niners fans complaining how like if they had their quarterback, it would have been a different game. No, like,
No,
maybe
we
your
would have heard
offensive line
3
should have fucking
quarterbacks.
blocked.
You guys would have been 4 quarterbacks
that's-
down at that
Yeah,
point.
we went through your quarterback and your other quarterback.
And
you
we
had
would have
no more
gone through a
quarterbacks.
third one.
Yeah.
You think you're escaping Hassan Reddick, Josh Sweat,
Hargrave?
Jason Hargrave, or Javon Hargrave,
Brandon
Fletcher
Graham.
Cox, Brandon Graham, fucking damn Darius Slay.
How about- yeah,
We
we're
had-
not saying Darius Slay
that
off the-
defense
off the
was
qu-
stacked.
quarterback
Fuck are you
list.
talking about? Fuck are you talking about? Get out of here, Niners. Come on. This is why you guys aren't making the Super Bowl this year. 12 and 5 at best. 12 and 5 at best.
11 and 6. Lock it in. Last
You
but
know
not
what? I'm
least.
gonna go to 11 and 6. I'm good. 11 and 6. They're not winning 12 games.
Last but not least.
14 and 3.
That's fine.
Stamped.
You're also a Detroit fan, so like we know where your mind's at. You pick terrible teams. Seattle Seahawks.
Geno Smith,
last
Seattle
team.
Seahawks, baby.
Hey, they were not a bad team.
No,
last
was
year,
Geno
you know?
Smith was that a fluke last year? Because
Yes.
he was kind of bad for a long time and kind of revived his career.
I
He played
think you
okay,
just
though.
answered your own question.
Yeah, I think he reached his
Do
ceiling. I
do
don't think he's gonna
quarterbacks
better.
get better the longer they've been in the league?
No.
If they started
But I've
off
never
terrible.
seen that before though. But I don't think he's like what we saw last year was as good as it gets.
I'm gonna stay safe and say that they have a similar record, 9 and 8.
Yeah.
9 and 8, 8 and 9.
10,
I could see
yeah,
them. I could see that. Like 8 and 9.
Yeah.
I was gonna say 10 and 7. They got some good young players. They got some good running backs.
All right.
And then if Geno can just keep them afloat, Pete Carroll's a great coach. They'll be in there, but they're going to be another team fighting for a playoff spot come last week of the season.
All right.
They'll be in the mix.
There it is.
So before we sign off, you got Eagles, Bengals.
Eagles, Bengals. Philly takes the dub.
Chiefs, Niners. Chiefs take the dub.
And then I got Philly, KC again. Philly taking the dub. So thanks for tuning in, checking out our NFL predictions. We'll check you guys out next time. Thanks for tuning in to the More to Us podcast.
See ya.